Do you ever feel like you are busy but unproductive? Do you ever feel like you're spending your days reacting and putting out fires all day? Do you feel like you're struggling to prioritize tasks? Do you frequently struggle with procrastination? And do you have difficulty delegating and or saying no? Now, if you answered yes to any of these common problems, I have an outstanding tool that I want to share with you. Hello, I'm Marcus Dudley, leadership coach, consultant, and educator, and I help leaders become better leaders. All right, if you're like me, I frequently feel like I just have this never-ending list of shit that I got to get done every day. And for someone who has struggled with ADHD for most of my career, I've had to develop a number of habits and processes that could help me better prioritize my time and manage my tasks. One tool that I use daily is called the Eisenhower Matrix or Method. Now, this is a tool or method that was developed by former President Dwight D. Eisenhower, and it's a tool that was designed to help individuals categorize and prioritize their problems and tasks. Now, President Eisenhower would often say that there really are only two types of problems: urgent problems and important problems. Now, urgent problems are typically problems that include tasks that require immediate attention. They're often time sensitive, they have pressing deadlines, and there's consequences if they're not addressed properly. And then you have important problems. And these are really problems that typically include tasks that are more crucial to long-term priorities, goals, and objectives. And although they may not have immediate deadlines, they typically have a substantial impact on whether or not you achieve your long-term desired outcomes. Now, the model itself is a 4-quadrant chart that includes the following 4 quadrants. Quadrant 1, urgent and important tasks. Quadrant 2, important but not urgent tasks. Quadrant 3, urgent but not important tasks. And quadrant 4, not important and not urgent tasks. So let's talk a little bit more about each quadrant. The first quadrant is urgent and important tasks, and these are really tasks that require immediate action. Some examples might include meeting a critical deadline for a high priority project, or responding to a major client's urgent request, or dealing with emergencies or situations that directly impact business operations. Now, the second quadrant is for important but not urgent tasks. And these are typically tasks that require planning or scheduling a specific amount of time to resolve those tasks or issues or projects. Some examples might include long-term strategic planning and goal setting, or investing time in personal or professional development, or building and maintaining relationships with key stakeholders, or even proactive problem solving to help avoid future crises. Now, the third quadrant is for urgent but not important tasks. Some examples might include responding to non-critical emails or phone calls, or attending unnecessary meetings or conferences, or addressing minor issues or requests that can really wait without significant consequences. Really, the primary objective for tasks that fall into quadrant 3 is to delegate or automate as many of those tasks as possible. And then you have the fourth quadrant, which is not important and not urgent tasks. And these are really time-wasting activities like excessive social media browsing, or engaging in unproductive gossip or chatter, or just doing low-value tasks that really don't align with any strategic objectives. And really, the primary goal for handling tasks that fall into quadrant 4 is to stop wasting time on them, or to delete those activities altogether. Now, in my experience, nearly every task can fall into one of those 4 categories. Now, the problem that I typically see is even though people have been taught or have learned about the Eisenhower Method, they fail to use it and or to build it into their daily routines. And I get it. It's something new, and change can be difficult. What I've really found is that unless someone really understands how it can benefit them personally or professionally, they're just never going to use it. So I wanted to spend some time today also talking about some of the real tangible benefits that I've seen from using the Eisenhower Method over time. So some of the benefits that I've experienced have been that it's really helped me become much more organized. It's helped me become a much better decision maker. I would say that it has taught me to better manage the time that I do have available. I'd say that it significantly has helped me just become more productive than I was previously. And last but not least, I would say that it's really helped reduce work-related stress. Lastly, I wanted to also share exactly how I use the Eisenhower Method on a daily basis. It's really not that difficult, and I would say that it typically only takes me about 15 minutes a day to use. So here's my process. Number 1, I just list all the tasks, all personal, professional, projects, tasks, and issues. I just get them all down on paper. Then I categorize each of those tasks into one of the 4 quadrants. Then I take each of the tasks in each of those quadrants and I prioritize them and rank them in terms of importance. Once I have that is when I look to build out my day, and then I stick to the plan and do the best that I can. And that's really it. It's as simple as that. And then I repeat that entire process again. Again, for me, the benefits of this process clearly outweigh the 15 minutes that it takes me to do this each day. So give it a try and let me know in the comments below if you found it beneficial. As always, if you found this video beneficial, please like, share, follow, or subscribe to my channel for more great leadership lessons and/or tips.